Hey guys, so here's my third idea. If you're reading my blog on what I think the new Commissioner-elect Manfred should be doing here for baseball, I needed to do a video on it because it's just a little bit too involved to write in the blog. Baseball has a youth problem. We all know that. Baseball needs to find a way to capture the attention of the younger generation. You go to games, you see people, these kids, they're on their iPads, they're on their iPhones, they're doing Clash of Clans, they are texting, tweeting, they're doing everything except watching the game of baseball, and it's a major problem. What I'm hearing from everybody about baseball is to speed it up, make it go by faster, and that is the exact opposite of what needs to happen. Baseball is the only sport in the country right now that has this unique opportunity to capture the audience with this downtime it has between pitches, between innings, and pitching changes, things like that. You sit at a game and, you know, the manager comes out, there's a pitching change, there's a good 4 or 5 minutes there with nothing to do. I think I have a solution for the younger audience. What I would like to do, and I need someone's help to help me do this, is to develop an app that you download at the games that's essentially your game day program / everything you need to know about baseball that day at the game. So what I picture is this. The 10-year-old kid sits there, he's got his app in front of him, he scans his ticket in, and it comes up with all your standard information, both teams, players, weather, game day information, but it goes a lot deeper than that. What I want this app to do is to give them reasons to get engaged with the visiting teams, to get engaged with the manager's decisions, to get engaged with everything that's going on in the field so that during these stoppages in play, which are unique to baseball only, they can actually feel like they're part of the game. They can look up if anything significant has ever happened in their section where they're sitting. Perhaps they're sitting where Babe Ruth's 500th home run landed. That would be interesting to kids like that. Maybe they're sitting somewhere that no home run has ever traveled farther than where they're sitting in that park. So even though they're in the nosebleeds, as a 10-year-old kid, you're sitting there all day thinking, if they hit a ball over my head, I've seen history. I've seen the farthest ball ever hit at Fenway Park. You can have it alert these kids that with this batter and this pitcher, you're sitting in a high probability area to catch a foul ball, to catch a home run. That'll definitely turn their focus back onto the field. You can market ideas. You can market different, guess the pitch, manager's decision. You can say if you hit over 90%, you can guess fastball, curveball, changeup over the course of the game. If you hit over 90%, you get a hat. If you're logged in through this server, you can have them guess during the game whenever they want. I would bunt here, I would hit and run here, and if maybe they hit it 5 times in a game, then they win some prize, and you can market, you can sell the 5th inning, guess the pitch promotion is brought to you by whomever. You can sell them on, you can give them reasons to look up the players on the visiting team. They don't know about Adrian Beltre, so they look him up and they realize he freaks out a little bit when people touch his head, and it's really weird, and they think that's funny, so then they look him up more, and they realize he's also a Gold Glove player, and they'd never heard of him before today, but now they've got a new player that they know, and they recognize his name, and they tell their friends at school about this guy. You can have it where the parents can order their food right on this app, and you say, I want 2 hot dogs, 2 sodas, and I'm going to pick them up after the 4th inning at grab-and-go station in the right field bleachers, and you go out, and it's paid for right on this app, and you don't have to miss any of the game time standing in line because you put your order in, and it's there, you show them the confirmation number. This app will allow kids to print off, instead of a program with what might happen in the game, they can print off, they can go home and print off a summary of what did happen in that game from this app with a unique, logo from verifying you were in attendance at that game. So then you bring paper to the games, you get autographs. Let's say Dustin Pedroia hits for the cycle that day, and you had him sign your sheet. You go home, you put that sheet in your printer, you have a verified you were in attendance, you have his autograph on it, and it prints right off your home computer, and there's your program with a signature and verified that you were there on the day Dustin Pedroia hit for the cycle. There's too many marketing opportunities being missed here. This downtime is a blessing to baseball that's unique to baseball that we can use to get people engaged in the game. There's a groundswell. There's You can balloon your younger audience if you do it properly. The problem is no one's done it. The game is still just too slow because there's nothing for these people to do during the downtime. It doesn't need to be downtime. It can be time that they are guessing the pitches, learning about players, learning about the history of the game, the stadium, the teams that are traveling. That way now, all of a sudden, there's some interest in potentially joining a fantasy baseball league because he understands about other players on other teams. Goes home, goes to school, tells his friends about his or her friends about players on any other team that they may have seen. Now you've got interest around the league. The kids look up players that are on the field in front of them, leads them to players that are on other teams. Now you want to buy a ticket to see the Royals play because you looked up James Shields and somehow you became a fan of his because on this app you found out you guys have the same birthday. This is the type of stuff these kids and these fans need to be doing during the downtime in baseball. It's a wasted opportunity, flashing billboards at them and having, signs and one scoreboard telling people he hits 333 on the road is not good enough. It's simply not. They need to have it in their hands. It needs to be at the user's discretion what statistics, what information they want in front of them. It's not one size fits all. It's unique. You can be interactive. You can give them a feeling of, okay, so we just brought in a new pitcher. I would intentionally walk this next batter, or I would bunt with this hitter here, and you get interactive and you feel like you're part of the game. And imagine a 10-year-old's eyes lighting up when he says he would bunt, and guess what? They did bunt too at the same time. He feels like he's part of the game. This is stuff that can't get passed up. I want to develop this app. This is what we need to do. I'm not a web developer. I don't know how to do it. I need help. I'm asking if anyone in baseball sees this, if maybe, I don't know, Mark Cuban, Shark Tank guys help me do this. This is the type of stuff that baseball is striking out on that really, it could be a gold mine, and it could be a way to get kids interested back in the game. You're losing fans to soccer. You're losing fans to UFC. All these other sports are action-oriented sports, and there's no stoppage time. There's no downtime in these other sports. Baseball, you have to capitalize on the downtime. I don't think making the game shorter works. If I was an owner and I had 35,000 people coming to my place of business, I wouldn't be trying to get them out of there any faster. I'd be trying to get them to find ways to be entertained in the meantime. Because let's face it, if they're bored, they're leaving after the 7th inning anyway. It doesn't matter if you shaved off 2 minutes with less mound visits. But if you keep them entertained during the downtime, then they're going to stay through the end of the game and probably buy more merchandise and be more satisfied. I'm telling you, we need to make this app, and I need your help. Please send this to whoever you can. Please help me out. Come back, visit my blog, the JMS Express. I know a lot of stuff's goofy. I'm very serious about this. I need an audience with Mr. Selig or Mr. Manfred, owner, I don't know, John Henry in Boston, Dan Duquette in Baltimore. Anyone knows anyone in baseball that wants to be a little innovative, give me a call. I've got some great ideas. We need to get this done because we're missing out and you're losing fans and you're losing the younger audience. The older generation that it was a big treat to see stars in person is dying off. These kids can Twitter and Google and look up anyone they want at any time. You need to find a way to make it an experience while they're at the game. And this is how I propose we do it. Please let me know. I'm here to help. Thank you.